Today's lesson in Ponder on This is about leadership, because if you want to create anything in terms of creating a positive impact in your life for the people around you and having a vision to bring something into the world, it is essential that you know what it means to lead, to trust, to follow your own vision, to bring something into the world that may help, serve, and contribute to other people. That's why it's crucial to have an idea about leadership and what it really means, and how can you connect yourself more with your own leadership within. So no matter what happens outside of you, you remain connected and faithful to your inner vision from that which you want to bring forth into this world. And for that we read from the books from Alice Bailey and Master Djwhal Khul on page 296 on leadership. Leaders have to stand alone and can never do so if they love enough. What are the lessons that all true leaders have to learn? The first lesson is the lesson of vision. What are your goals? What is the spiritual incentive which will be and is strong enough to hold you steady to the purpose and true to the objective? No one can formulate the vision for you. It is your own personality problem, and upon the strength of the vision and the beauty of the picture which you paint with your imagination will depend that you do and become. So 2 points. It's about the vision, and it's your own responsibility to create that vision and to fuel it with so much beauty that it pulls you magnetically. And that is the real strength of a big and powerful vision, because it's also mentioned it depends that you do and become. If you have a really powerful vision which is fueled with so much love and service for the greater good, your will increases so much, because the vision is pulling you towards it, because it would create so much goodness. So remember, it's your own task to create the vision. Second lesson is the development of right sense of proportion. This, when truly developed and correctly applied, will enable you to walk humbly on the path, on the way. No true leader can be anything but humble, for he realizes the magnitude of his task. He appreciates the limitation of his contribution in the light of the vision and the need for constant self-development and the cultivation of the spirit of steady inner spiritual learning. If he is ever to make his proper contribution, therefore keep learning, keep dissatisfied with yourself and your attainment, not in any morbid sense, but so that the principle of growth and pushing forward and onward may be fostered in you. We help others through our own effort to attain. This means clear thinking, humility, and constant adjustment. So the second lesson is the sense of right proportion. It's never that we truly achieve anything alone and without any support from others and from the higher beings or God, however you call it. But it is always to remain that humble attitude that you're just a channel for the goodness to flow through and create that vision you desire. So the third lesson is the development of spirit of synthesis. This enables you to include all within the range of your influence and also to be included within the range of the influence of those greater than yourself. Thus is the chain of hierarchy established. Another lesson, which in reality grows out of the above, is the avoidance of the spirit of criticism. For criticism leads to barriers and loss of time. Learn to distinguish the spirit of criticism from the ability to analyze and make practical application of the analysis. Learn to analyze life, circumstances and people from the angle of the work and not from the angle of your personality point of view. Analyze also from the angle of the ashram and not from the angle of the executive or the schoolmaster upon the physical plane. So analyze from the right angle and not from an angle of criticism, but from a lens of improvement or which is connected to the work and not from your own personality viewpoint. So can you imagine, picture to your own reaction when, because you are the leader, you have to shoulder all the blame for any failure, even when not personally responsible. You have to accept without relation the attacks of those you're trying to help, who expect too much from you and who force you to live in a blaze of public opinion. What will you do when your chosen workers fail to understand or prove disloyal or criticize without warrant and pit their ambition against you and willfully refuse to see your point of view and talk about you among other people and whip up resentment against you? Resentment which are probably without foundations. These are not the kind of things your personality easily accepts, and your creative imagination had better begin dealing with this problem so that the emerging principle of conduct may stand clear before you. Have you the inner grace of heart to admit errors and weakness, or to say that you made a mistake in technique or method or of approach, in judgment or speak, should need arise to heal and breach in the interest of the work? So the first point is about having the vision, seeing your right proportion and synthesizing from people who are also taking a synthesis approach from different angles, and then also refraining from any spirit of criticism, because that creates barriers and loss of time in your vision. And keeping the humble attitude to see the right proportion and really building your own inner character strength, as we saw in the last paragraph, to however what happens outside of you, however people respond and interact with the path you want to create for the greater good, it may involve some criticism, some people against you, but can you hold your light steady for the vision and move towards it despite any obstacle outside? And that's what I wish for you, to create a clear inner vision for you and see your right sense of proportion and build your inner character, your inner strength so strong and so faithful that you know without a shadow of a doubt that the vision, the goodness you want to bring to this world, it can come true because of you being a humble channel to walk with life and with circumstances, people, to move towards that work and that vision you have in your heart to bring the goodness to this world. And with that, reflect what or which of those points you need to strengthen. Is it the vision, this right sense of proportion, or your inner character to actually be able and steadfast and steady to walk that path, even if it's unknown, even if there are stones within the path you're building? But can you remain stable, committed, and truthful to the vision? With that, good luck and take care.